Hey everyone, it's Ferocious Llama here with the Modern Elves deck, and we're going to keep this hand because we have 3 mana elves, our Heritage Druid, and a Court of Calling to get something good, and we got a couple land, which is fine. I don't know if our opponent's going to have a lot of burn to take out a lot of our elves before we can get anything out of our Nykthos, but hey, whatever, we'll see how it goes. So we'll throw down a Llanowar Elves and pass the turn back. And next turn, I think we'll do 2 Elvish Mystics. Actually, we may only do 1 Elvish Mystic and attack for 1. Now we should do 2 probably. It depends on what our opponent's playing, of course. So let's see. Okay, he could be playing Jund or that pesky combo deck. I don't think that pesky combo deck has Lightning Bolt's main deck, though. The Goro's Vengeance one is what I'm talking about. Okay, well, okay, let's go Elf then. Maybe if it resolves. I don't know, I wouldn't. But yeah, so I've noticed lately that Magic Online's really been lagging really, really bad. Like, especially like in the afternoons. When afternoon here in Southern California, so 8 o'clock on the East Coast, about 5 o'clock here on the West Coast, and it's just lousy because it just gets so laggy. And it's not that the internet's slow; it's just that Magic Online is slow. All right, so our opponent fetches up a Overgrown 2, and our opponent looks like he's playing Jund. Hopefully, he won't make us discard because that would be okay. 3/4 Tarmogoyf. That isn't good for us, that's for sure. Alright, Cavern of Souls, not that good right now. So we're going to play our Heritage Druid, and then we have 5 mana. So we can chord for 2. Which I don't think we're going to do unless our opponent makes us discard. If we had 1 more mana, we could chord for 3 and get an Elvish Archdruid, which would be nice. But this is a matchup where our Elvish Champion is definitely coming in. Because think about it, right now, we could, not this turn, but next turn we could chord for it, and we could chord for it and do 6 damage, like guaranteed, like, essentially direct damage to our opponent, which would be sweet. And let's see. Our opponent's got a Delve spell of some kind. And it's Tasker. Okay. I'm not sure what I think about Tasker in that deck. But I guess. Alright, let's see. Let's look at our deck list. Now, is there anything we can get to kind of stay out of trouble here? Well, we could get an Azuri, and then the only problem with Azuri is that, let's see, if we block, and then tap, 3, 4, 5, 6, we don't have any more mana. So we've only got 7 mana, so we could block his Tassiger, I think is all we can do. We play land, yeah. Alright, what we're going to do, here's our plan. When he attacks next turn, we're going to block with Elvish Mystic, and then we're going to Court of Calling for Azuri, and then we're going to regenerate the elf we block with. And yes, I know that is not optimal. Because it would be nice to be able to, block and pump our stuff, but I'm really concerned that he's gonna be able to kill our Azuri, which I don't particularly like. You know what? I think we might just take the damage here, and we'll wait and see what he plays. That just seems like such a better idea. Because, there's potential that we could do a bajillion damage to him next turn with all of our elves. Okay, so he didn't play anything. So we are going to get... our Azuri. Actually, let's not do that. We're going to do it like that. Now, he's probably got a way to kill our Azuri, which I don't particularly like, but... I'm trying to think, would an Elvish Archdruid be better? Probably not, because we don't have any, spells to play. So we're just going to grab our Azuri. And he's probably going to kill it, which is no good. Yeah. And he's going to make us discard, yeah. Because Kolaghan's Command is very good. Alright. Well, that would have been nice last turn, huh? Alright, we'll attack for 3. And that's all we've got. So this game is looking like we're not going to win because our opponent has a billion cards in hand. And we have none. So, as far as I'm concerned, this game's over. We've lost already, just because things aren't going well. We only drew 1-drops. We drew a Court of Calling, and he killed our Azuri right away. So, not a lot we could do about that. And he's going to try to get back his Kolaghan's Command, but we're going to let him have a Thoughtseize, because that's fine. You can have Thoughtseize. We don't have any cards in hand. And we probably won't have any cards in hand, because all of our cards we can play. Maybe I should have given him the Kolaghan's Command, then my Spellskite would have died. But, at the same time, that just doesn't sound like a good idea. Alright, this is the part where we have a somewhat of a chance. Now, it may have been right to not attack right there, but hopefully we'll be able to block something and stay alive. But he's probably got a lightning bolt, would be my guess. So, let's see. He's got a Thoughtseize, so he can make us discard our card from our Elvish Visionary. But we're going to get an Azuri and a Visionary. Then we'll put the rest of the cards back, and then we will finish losing the game. Because he's probably got 2 removal spells, because he's playing Jund, they have lots of removal. And, yeah, it may have been the right play not to have just main phased that. But maybe it wasn't. So does our opponent have double bolt? Maybe. They have something that can do 4 damage? Maybe. Sure. Scavenging Ooze. Alright. Let's see. How much life can our opponent gain? He can gain 1, 2, 3 life. Oh, yeah, we can kill our opponent right now. Because he can gain 3 life. Oh, wait. We might not be able to win. He'd be able to just barely gain 1 life to stay alive. Oh, wow. Oh, I counted that wrong. Because he can gain 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, wow, that sucks. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and he can gain 1 more. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so we narrowly lost that one. because I didn't count right. But then again, maybe last turn it would have been better to, chump blocked or something. But I don't know. Alright, so we're going to bring in an Elvish Champion. We're going to lose our Reclamation Stays because they don't play a lot of artifacts and enchantments. We're bringing in our removal spells. We're going to bring in our... I think we should bring in our Kitchen Finks. We should probably take out our... Yeah, maybe we should leave the Hooting... We should leave the Hooting Mandrills. Let's see. I don't have any Scavenging Ooze in the sideboards. I don't know why. I know I have one Scavenging Ooze in the deck. I don't know why we don't have more Scavenging Ooze in the sideboard. And maybe that should have been the card I should have went for with my Court of Calling in that first game. But I'm not sure. Alright, so now we got to cut cards down to 60, huh? Well, I think we can cut a Llanowar Elves and an Elvish Mystic, because we have 8, which is a lot. And an Elvish Visionary, because yeah, drawing a card is great, but I just don't think it's that terribly, phenomenally amazing. We're going to cut the Hooting Mandrills, because I just don't think it's that good. I mean, I think it's good because it's a big creature that doesn't die to Lightning Bolt. But at the same time, I mean, he had a 5/6 Tarmogoyf and a 4/5 Tasker there, and that's obviously what he's up to. That's like his plan. So I think that's kind of a problem. And we're going to cut a Finks, because 3 Finks is a lot of Finks. We don't necessarily need 4 Finks. In fact, I think what I might do is cut the Pendlehaven Elder, because its viability is unknown at this point. And we're going to put back at Llanowar Elves, because I think more mana elves is always good, because we do have this big jump. We have 15 1-drops and then 10 2-drops, or 3-drops rather, and only 6 2-drops, which isn't a lot of 2-drops. Alright, we're back for game 2. We will play first. We're gonna mulligan, because that's a terrible hand. And we'll keep this, even though this is not much better. 1 land is not good, especially against Jund, because he's going to kill our elf. He's always going to kill our elf. That's kind of rule number 1 versus Jund. And Jund does have a really good game against most creature decks, because it's just so much removal. And it's just removes, and then, plays a couple of cheap good threats like Tarmogoyf and Tasker, and then kills you. And you just don't have time to respond. Not to respond, but time to, build back up and come back. Okay. So now our opponent is probably going to Pyroclasm us. Because it seemed like our opponent was playing like a kind of a bigger Jund build. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. He seemed like he was playing kind of a bigger, quote unquote, bigger Jund build that was a little bit more focused on, larger creatures rather than, cards like Dark Confidant, Fulminator Mage. So what is our opponent doing? He cannot Collected command us right now. Maybe that was just MTGO lag. Alright, we're going to attack for 1. Okay, is he going to bolt it? No, he's not. Okay. Alright. And this whole 1 land thing is kind of a bummer. I realized that we should have ran 18 land, but 17 might be a little bit low. But at the same time, I think the number of times we get screwed, okay. So maybe it is a regular Jund build, and we just did not experience any of those other cards. We just didn't experience the other cards. All right. And let's see, should we play... Um, yeah, I don't know if this is a good idea to play out all of our stuff, but we're gonna, because it might be a terrible idea, but it's what we're doing. Oh wait, we can't play out all of our stuff. That's so dumb. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, well, this is what we're doing. I don't know why, but I was thinking for some reason I could tap these 2 elves for 2 mana. I could tap them for 2 mana and then bam, have 2 mana. But that was poorly thought out. But my opinion is I'm not a huge fan of this deck. I think it's okay. I mean, it's good, and the guy won a GP with it. I'm not saying it's certainly not bad, but I kind of I don't know. I just think going for the Azuri plan, and maybe there was not a lot of Jund at that GP, which I think was probably the big thing. Yeah. So we lose because I'm not even gonna bother playing anymore. Because he just got us a 5 for 2, which is just quite good.